How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here, and welcome back to another great game in World of Tanks, Xbox One Edition. Dare I say phenomenal, but I don't think it's really world-changing, so I'm not going to say phenomenal. It's just a great game, and I'm going to be in, of course, the Tier 10 British heavy tank, the Chieftain. Let's just go ahead and check that out on tanks.gg. I'm sure the stats will differ slightly, but let's just look at them anyway. So, the dispersion for this thing is 0.32. For its 120mm gun, you get 270 standard pen for your APCR, and then you get premium APCR, which has 310mm of penetration, and then you get the specialty HESH rounds, because you're a British tank and you're higher tier, so that means you get 140mm of penetration for the HESH rounds, and you get 515 alpha instead of the 400. Your aim time is 1.5, and your DPM at base, this is base DPM without anything added to it, is 3,000. A little bit over. Your top speed is 42 kilometers an hour, pretty slow, 15 kilometers an hour. Well, that's a heavy tank, so whatever. Your reverse speed is 15 kilometers an hour. Your health is 2200, and view range is 390. Weird that it doesn't have the standard 400 view range, but that's fine. This tank is still amazing. Gun depression is 20 degrees. Wow, that's a quite depressing gun. No, gun elevation is 20 degrees, and gun depression is 10 degrees. Very standard for British heavy tanks. But if I add on what I have on this tank, which is vents, a large gun rammer, and let's just put on a vertical stabilizer for kicks and giggles. Dispersion goes down to 0.3. Aim time, well, I'm just interested in the DPM. Just with all those two, the whole vents and, Jesus Christ, vents and the rammer, you get almost 3,450 DPM. With a premium consumable on, however, putting in T, you get 3,600 DPM. Pretty crazy. But, yeah. Very good tank. You can put optics on it in exchange for the vents. I would actually recommend doing that. But, yeah, it's a very good tank. And its turret armor is phenomenal. Going up to almost 400 millimeters of protection in some places. And then right above the mantlet, or actually on the top of the mantlet, right before it goes to the roof, it looks extremely angled, but if you shoot right above where the gun is mounted, it is only 245 millimeters of effective armor, and that's not that great. But it is what it is, and people can also shoot into your left side with premium. I don't know why the right side isn't like that, but yeah. Into your left side with premium, it's only 275 millimeters of effective armor, and this is not on the lower half of the left side. This is if you're facing one face-on, a Chieftain anyway. You only need about 300 millimeters to go through reliably, so that's pretty much a sad story. And then if they hit your commander's hatch, well, it's only 60 millimeters thick because it is very flat, but it is very, yeah, flat and hard to hit. So don't get hit there. And then your upper plate is really fucking weird. The upper lower part of it is 210 millimeters thick, and the part above the there's two parts of the upper plate. Lower plate of the upper plate. The lower part of the upper plate. There we go. 210 millimeters thick, and then there's like a little slight line, and then above that is like auto ricochet and 300 and something millimeters of effective armor. However, right before the turret meets, I guess this tank nearly isn't as armored as I suspected it was, but even using all your gun depression, there's a viewport on the upper plate. If they shoot that, they will pen you. However many times it can be penned before it just becomes not pennable is a mystery to me, but that seems to happen on the E5 viewports as well, so that's kind of weird. The lower plate is a sad sack of shit for armor capability, because even angling to make it 62 degrees, it's Yeah, it's only 155 millimeters thick, and flat on, it is only 113 millimeters thick, roughly. So if you can spam Hesh into your own lower plate and pen it pretty reliably. That is a sad story, but it's fine. You can still side scrape in this thing. Ooh, maybe you can't. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, don't side scrape in this thing because they can just pen. Oh, don't side scrape in this thing. Just don't do it. If they don't pen your weird side plate armor model, then they're going to pen through your tracks and perma-track you there if they're a fast-firing medium. So don't do that. Just go haul down and hope for the best. It's really good at firing. It fires with everything that you can put on this thing. I do believe the fire rate goes... Oh my god, am I firing under 7 seconds right now? What's the reload really quick? You could probably get it to like 6.3 seconds. Dealing out 400 or 515 depending on what ammunition you're using every 6.3 seconds. And that is incredible. I do think I have Brothers in Arms as well as... Yeah, I do have Brothers in Arms on as well. So take that into consideration. But with the premium consumable on, in addition to that, don't be surprised if you're firing every 6.5 to 6.3 seconds. Very good tank. Definitely not good for side scraping, as I did mention several times before. And don't get dicked down by Artie, because the roof of this thing is weird. It goes from 57.2 millimeters in the front to in the ass end of it being only 25.4 millimeters. And with your sides being only 38.1 millimeters, not including the track armor. Yeah, it doesn't take Artie very well. And the ass end of your engine deck, or the roof of your engine deck, is 19.1 millimeters thick. So, yeah, it's not much better than the ass end of the tank itself, 25.4 millimeters. This thing can get penned with high explosive. It's not, yeah, its hull down capabilities are great, but other than that, it is, sad sack of shit. I'm gonna be honest, alright? It's a great tank. I get over 9,004, well, is it over? It's around 9,400 damage combined, and this game just fucking drags on and on. People just keep hiding and sniping, and my team ends up getting obliterated. There still is 4 in the 1, 2, 3 lines, and because of their dicking around and hesitation, they don't really proceed further. Oh, actually, they do. They do push through eventually on A, 1, 2, and 3, but they don't do much until I actually start killing things, which is pretty sad, considering that they're in a tier 10 match, and they're in tier 10 and 9 tanks. So, that's pretty cool. But bad teams have always been a thing in World of Tanks, so I just kind of expect it nowadays, which is sad. What I'm doing right now is trying to spot the Object 268, and yeah, just doing my best to keep my HP as high as possible. I don't know where the hell that shot went for the T-30, but it's okay. I reload very quickly, and I put another shot into him, and that sets his ass on fire. So, good result there. So, what else? What's this? What tank destroyer is that? I think he gets killed, but I'm pretty sure he gets killed. Could be wrong, though. Once again, I just keep trying to spot the 268, but it's not working, because I know as soon as he sees me, he's going to put a shot right into my side. So I'm kind of worried about that, because, you know, he does like 1,000 damage per shot, so it's very scary. And then, lo and behold, look who's out in the open for me to dick on with Hesh rounds. The Waffle E100. Of course he is. And sniping in the back like he should be, good for you. Doesn't really work when your team doesn't spot for you, like I'm doing for mine right now. Yeah, bye-bye. So he's dead. T-57 on their team finished off another one of our tanks, which happens to be another one of myself, the Chieftain. I biffed that shot into the ground because I thought the 268 was going to stop, or going to keep going. I thought he was going to keep going, but he stopped instead. And that threw off my shot, and I felt really stupid. So, T-57 is a one-hit. As far as I know, the Kronvan as well. And the only one with actual health is the Object 268. So I take my chances over here thinking that the E100 dicked off the hill. And of course, you're going to see in a few seconds that he is actually still there because I start to make my advancement towards this side of the train tracks, and he's going to be like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm still a one hit, but I'm still here. And I don't want to lose an alpha hit to him in HP because, yeah, like, what is he doing? What's his big plan? Way to go the hill there, guy. And then I put a shot into a dead tank because I'm really good at the game. So, obviously the best move here is to whittle down the 268, but before I do that, let's finish off the Kronvan, because if he does get hull down, that could spell the end for me. Not the end, but like, I don't want to lose any more HP than I need to. So I put a good track pen shot into the Object 268 there, aim for his upper lower plate, whatever I hit there, and he is a 2-hit for me now. And our E100 high rolls the shit out of him, and I kill the T-57 Heavy. So, they're both dead. This unwinnable game, seemingly, has turned into a 4v2 with a one-hit E100, and I presume a Grill 15 that has yet to be spotted. So, very good result here. I'm already happy with my damage being 7,500 damage combined right now. But just to increase my odds of getting better damage, I'm going to go over here with the E100 with less spotted. Don't want to know where the Grill 15 is. He's not in A123, so I imagine he's in A890, just fucking waiting for people to attack him. And there's a reason for that, and you'll see very quickly what that reason is. So he's full health. Good on him. Well done to him. I load the premium because that's all I have besides the hash rounds, and I don't want to hash into this E100 longer than I need to. So he's dead, as you can see by his burning corpse, and the Grill is full health. So I'm going to load the hash. And what do I do? Good miss on my part. Well done. But even better on the Grill 15's part. Wait for it. Doink! Yep, well done. Good shot there, genius. You could have easily shot into my upper plate there, but instead you didn't wait for the shot, and I hit you for 2 high rolls of 500 plus damage, almost exceeding 600 there. Pretty funny. Pretty funny indeed. So that once again netted me what I told you before, 9,400 combined damage. A majority of it being, oh, and did I forget to mention that I made 300,000 silver in this game. I had a ×2 silver boost on, as well as the bonus tier 10 op was on as well, so that was the only reason I made so much money. But even without them on, I probably would have made a pretty penny regardless. But just very hilarious that I can make that amount of money in a tier 10 game, despite how much the E100, well, I guess the 2 E100s and myself carried for the team. But yes, great game, great result. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Sorry for the rambling, it was a long game. Thank you, and I'll catch you next time.